Hello, everyone. This is Melinda Russell with Women's Motorsports Network. And Riley is our guest right now on the podcast. And so, Riley, I want you to start by telling us your name, where you live, anything about yourself that you can share. Your parents, your siblings, your pets. So go ahead.
Okay. My name is Riley Stowers. I am 11 years old. I race the 250 Outlaw Kart. My number is 22X, and I have been racing since I was 5 years old. And I have a little brother named Lane. My mom's name is Amy, and my dad's name is Ty. I have two horses, one goat, and two dogs. And I am going to middle school next year.
Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Middle
Yes.
school. Very exciting to be in middle school. All righty then. So if you go to school, what do your classmates think about you racing? Do many of them know that you race?
Pretty much all my friends know. I'm pretty sure my whole fifth grade class last year knew about it because I did a whole presentation on it for work when
Okay.
we did a project.
And what's their reaction? Do they ask you about it? Do they come and watch you race? Or do they just take it for granted because they know about it?
Well, my teacher last year, when I was in fifth grade, technically it wasn't last year, but well, when I was in fifth grade, my teacher would always ask me when we came back to school on Monday how my races went, and I tell her whether we did good, whether something happened, all the things that happened that weekend. And all my
Okay.
friends know about it, so they'll ask me how I did. If I did good, they'll congratulate me and they'll be like, "Great job." But other than that, they're pretty cool about it.
That's good. That's good. I like hearing that for sure. Some girls don't really share about their racing with their classmates too much, and so I'm glad to hear that you do. That's good for sure. So let's talk about your racing story. You started when you were 5 years old. How did you get started? Who got you started in racing?
My dad used to race shifter carts, and when he was little, like a kid, he raced it. He raced motocross, and when he became an adult, he raced shifter carts. So my dad asked me one day if I wanted to start racing. And I was like, "Yeah, I want to start racing." And so he bought me a flat cart, and I practiced in a flat cart when I was about 4 years old, in like the back, like behind the like airports, in the parking lots.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it started.
And now you're 11. So you've been racing for 6 years already. So
Yeah.
tell me how you got to where you are now. What different kinds of things have you raced?
I raced quarter midgets when I was about 5, and we raced up quarter midgets up until 2020, and in 2020 I moved into outlaw carts. I raced the box stock until I was 10 years old, and when I was 10 years old for my birthday, my parents surprised me with a 250.
Oh, are you a little bit spoiled or not? No,
I
that's
would say
good.
I am.
That's not being spoiled. That is a family activity. And I love hearing that your parents support you and help you with your racing because that's the way it should be. So, and at
Yeah.
10 years old it's kind of hard to buy one on your own, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
I'm glad your dad and your mom are part of your race team for sure. I love that. So, do you
Yeah.
have a track that you race at pretty much all the time or do you travel?
Well, we do race different series. The summer series that we're in right now, we race at Cyclone Speedway up near Chico, and we race that up until like fall-ish. And during fall, when we race fall and winter, we race at the Red Bluff Outlaws, and we usually race there until summertime. And if we have a break from if we have an off weekend, we like just sprinkle in some races there, whether it's in Lakeport, Chowchilla, or Oregon and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So what's the name of the track that you race at the most?
The Well, it's not one track that I race at the most because I race
Okay.
Cycleland and Red Bluff the most.
Okay. All right. So, tell me about your cart. What color is it? What number do you have? Tell me about it.
My number is the 22X. My car is purple, gray, and black, and it's 250 outlet cart. So yeah.
Okay. And did you pick those colors and the number?
It's the purple, gray. I got the camera, and it was super cool. And then I
Yeah.
picked up a number.
Okay. And did you pick your car number?
Yes, it did.
Okay. And
I
so
picked it
have
up.
you had a
I
most
picked it up.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I picked it up when I first started racing
And why did you pick that number?
because my dad said you can't lose the 22s. So I picked the 22 number because I don't want to lose, and I feel that theory has been proven multiple times.
Okay.
But I first started racing, I picked the 22 number. But when I got into box stock outlaw carts, they already had a 22 car, so I either picked between 22X or 22S, and I chose 22X.
Okay. Awesome. So have you had success as a race car driver? Have you had any wins or any exciting things that have happened?
I feel I had a lot of success. When I started racing quarter midgets, I won a lot. And then when I moved up to outlaw carts, it was a bigger car count. It was much more difficult to win. So it took me a
Mhm.
little bit to uh, start picking off wins. I've won heat races multiple times, a lot of heat race wins. And I had my first trophy dash win a couple weeks ago, and I picked up my first a main event win last weekend.
So this is a perfect time to have a podcast because you just had
Yeah.
your first A main win. That's great. I'm so proud of you for that. So who
Thank
helps
you.
you with your car?
My mom and my dad are a huge part of it. My dad helps me with my setup, whether it's changing gears or changing motors. My mom helps with like getting all the gear out, ready to go on a race day. She helps with fuel, and she helps us get tire pressures in our tires before we go out. And me and my brother have a part in the racing setup, and not like setup specifically, but the whole race car. We I set stagger and tow, and I also clean our cars down. We wash tires. We also like set the tire pressures before we go out, and we help a lot on our cars.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that you help on your cars. So does your little brother race too?
Yes, he does.
Okay. I thought from the way you talked that he did. So what about marketing partners? Do you have anybody that sponsors that you advertise on your car?
Yes, I have Collision Pros, which is my main sponsor. They're located in Chico, California. I also have Perkins Auto Glass. They're one of my newer sponsors. They've been sponsoring me for 2 years now, or 2 seasons now, and they help out a lot with like buying tires and parts. And also we have Smog Busters in Roseville. They help out a lot with us at the track and off the track. They race with us as well.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Having you have quite a few sponsors for a girl your age. That's great.
thank you.
So, Riley, I know every day is not a great day. Sometimes we have bad days at the track. What do you do when you have a bad day?
Well, when I have a bad day, I typically I walk in the trailer after a bad race. I collect myself, walk back out, and we talk about what I did wrong and how to fix it. And we go back out, and typically we do the best that we typically can.
Okay, good. Good to hear. So,
Yeah.
what's your favorite part of being a race car driver?
My favorite part has to be when I'm ripping the lip. The wind is in my face. I am going 60 plus miles. I'm shaking around everywhere. I can barely see, and I'm just flying through the corners.
You love going fast.
I love it.
You love it. And
Yeah, I'm
so
good. I gotta go fast. I
you
can't
got to
slow
go
down.
fast. No, I can tell just from talking to you that you have to go fast for sure. So when you go fast and you're passing all those boys and probably other girls, what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about, okay, what's my next move? Do I go to the top? Do I go to the bottom? How am I gonna pass this car?
Okay, good. So you're always thinking ahead about what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Yep.
So is there something that you wish you could do better?
There's always something I can do better, but at the moment, I feel I had a really great weekend last weekend. But there's always stuff I can improve on and things that I can do better, even when I have a really great weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody's perfect and we can always learn and do better, can't we? No matter what it's about, for sure. Now, what
Yes.
about fans? Do you have a lot of fans that come to the races to watch you?
We have a couple of friends occasionally come out and watch us. The grandstands are always have some people in it, and of course, there's a lot of drivers out there that watch the races. So, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say I had like a ton of fans, but I definitely have people that come out and watch me.
Okay. All right. So you're 11 years old. You're pretty young yet, but what do
Yeah.
you think, like, in the next 10 years, then you'll be 21. Where do you want to see your racing career go? Do you want to what's the next kind of car or carts that you want to drive?
When I'm that old and like 10 years from now, my future, I think I want to focus in sprint cars and midget cars, and pursue my career that route.
Okay. So is that what you want to do for a career, or do you have other things that you enjoy that you might want to do?
I definitely want to be a race car driver, but I would also like to be a first grade teacher.
Oh, that's a great career too. So, and you never know, you could maybe do both. So
Yeah,
that would be
I would.
great.
The plan for now is race on the weekends and the summers, and during the weekdays, I'm gonna go to the work and be a first grade teacher. But I
There you
definitely will be racing when I'm older.
Okay. That's a good plan. I'm glad to hear that. So, are there more girls or boys that race against you?
There's more boys, but there's also a lot of girls that compete with the boys, compete with me. There is a ton of fast kids out there.
Okay. And so do the boys, I mean maybe some of the girls that aren't nice either, but usually the boys don't like it when a girl beats them, passes them. Do you have any issues with that, or is everybody pretty good about being friends on and off the track?
The boys treat me normally like they would treat any other of their friends. They treat me
Good.
normally. They walk past me. They congratulate me. I congratulate them. We're pretty good. We're not. We're not. I'm not friends with everybody at the track, but we definitely have like they talk to me. They're not mean, is what I'm trying to say.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
everybody gets along and it's fun. It's not
Yeah.
so serious that people are being mean to each other or anything. You're just having a really good time,
Yeah.
right?
They're yeah. The boys and the girls and the parents respect me.
That's awesome. Well, and the more success you have, then they will respect you because they see that you are a good driver and you deserve to be out on the track, and so that's a good thing for sure.
Yeah,
So,
and it's competitive.
yeah, you are I'm sure very competitive. I think it'd be fun to go to the race with you. I wish I lived close. I could come and hang out with you at the racetrack. So if a mom or dad came up to you at the races and said, "Hey, my little girl or my little boy's following you. Is racing a good sport for my son or daughter to get involved in?" What would you say to them?
I would tell them racing is a great competitive sport. It's really fun. It's not easy. You'll have good and bad days, but it's a really good sport, and I definitely recommend it.
Okay, good.
It's
Good.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of hard work and determination, but if you have those things and of course luck on your side, you'll get up there and go far.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of luck, does it?
Oh no, it doesn't.
That's for sure. So, are there other drivers that are younger than you that look up to you? Do you like talk to them, encourage them?
Um, Not a lot of people come up to me. But my little brother, he definitely, I would say he looked up to me. He asked me like, "Hey, let's, can you help me with this? Let's watch." Sometimes when we're driving up to the track, he'll be like, "Let's watch Fast Forward. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I need to work on." So we'll do that.
Okay, that's good. It's good that he looks up to you. And how old is he? Did you tell me?
He's 8 years old right now.
He's 8 years old. Okay, so he's not that much younger than you, but enough that he still looks up to you. That's great. So this might be a hard question for you, but I think you can probably answer it. Down the road, many, many years from now, when you're older and you're done racing, you've aged out, you're like, I'm too old to get in and out of the race car. What do you want people to remember about Riley?
I want them to remember me as hardworking and definitely a very competitive racer. I want to be I want to be remembered by, like, I always worked hard and I feel that working hard and will take you very far in life.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you work hard and you're determined and also you're very respectful, then you'll get far in life. And I want them to remember me as hardworking, determined, and respectful.
Very, very good answers. Very good answers. So, you're on social media. Do you do your social media, or does your mom or dad do it?
My mom, most of the time, she does it, but I'll help out with it. And
Okay.
she'll be like, "Hey, how does this sound? Do you think we should do that?" And I was like, "Yes,
Yes.
I like that idea." Or let's tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit better.
Okay. So, what social media platforms, where would I find you if I wanted to follow your racing?
We are on Facebook, Instagram. Oh, no. We're on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us on the Racing Ranch Team Stowers, and you'll find race recaps, or not recaps, but like how our race weekend went. You'll find like videos and pictures of me and my little brother.
Okay. And say it again. What's the name of your page?
The Racing Ranch Team Stowers.
Right. The Racing Ranch Team Stowers. So I wanted to make sure people understood what you said. So, you probably use social media with your friends if you're 11. Do you think that social media helps people follow you, helps your race team, helps you get sponsors? Or, do you think it doesn't really matter if you're on or not?
I think social media is a good part about supporting me and like putting myself out there to sponsors and other people, and they help me. Social media helps me by just getting myself out there, getting my name out there, so sponsors can be like, "Oh, well, this girl's cool. Let's look more into her and maybe follow and maybe like sponsor her."
Yes, absolutely. And so that's why, social media can be such a big help, Riley. And especially to someone who has a bubbly personality like you do. You're very bubbly and interesting to talk to. You have a great smile. And so I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to be a sponsor for you. So we have to get this podcast out there so people can hear all about you. But I'm glad to hear that, you use social media, and I'm sure, do you promote your sponsors on there as well?
Yes, all the time. We always try and make room for our sponsors. We always thank them. We are super thankful for our sponsors.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's hard to do it without sponsors because it's an expensive sport to be involved in, isn't it? Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to ask you some of your favorites because I want to get to know you a little better. So are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite food or restaurant?
My favorite food is probably beef stroganoff. I
Okay.
don't have a favorite restaurant, but there's this one steakhouse near us, and it's super, super, super good.
So yeah, steak is always good. How about a favorite beverage?
Um, that's a hard one because I like a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I think either like lemonade and there's a couple other things, but I like lemonade a lot.
Okay. Mine is iced tea. I love
Iced tea,
iced tea. No
iced tea.
sugar. No sugar. The stronger the better. I love my iced tea. What's your favorite racetrack food?
Corn dogs and a sweet iced tea.
Oh, I love corn dogs, but no, iced tea, no sugar, kid. No sugar.
Every
All
time,
right.
every time we go to the racetrack, I'll go to the snack bar and be like, "Can I get a corn dog and an iced tea?" And then I'll grab one of the pink sugar packets, sprinkle it in with some lemon. You have to have lemon in there. It's so
Yeah,
good.
I have to have lemon too. So we're on board there for sure.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Okay. Do you have a favorite animal?
Um, I really like horses, dogs, and dolphins.
Okay. All right. How about a favorite place that you've either been on vacation or somewhere you would like to go?
I think Hawaii. I think I would really like Hawaii. I've never been there, but I think I would really like it.
Yeah, I want to go there next year for my 20th wedding anniversary. So maybe I'll get there. What's your favorite candy or snack?
I like my candy to be sour, so anything sour, I'll eat it. It's yeah. And like as a snack, I'll like eat like salami and cheese together. It's really good.
Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite racetrack, either that you've raced at or that you go to watch racing?
Um, there's I feel that like if I was talking about racing that I was gonna watch, I think the Chili Bowl. I've never been there, but I watch it
Yeah.
on Flow Racing.
Right.
I think it looks like a really fun track, and it'd be awesome to go out there and watch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I've not been there either, but it's on my list of places to go for sure.
Yeah.
So, do you watch movies? Do you have a favorite movie?
Um, I don't think I have a favorite movie. I really enjoy like a good movie, a good like laughable movie.
Okay. All right. How about music? What kind of music do you listen to? Country?
Country music.
Yeah. I had
I
a
listen to
feeling
country.
it was country. Do you have a favorite sports team other than motorsports?
Um, I like the Giants.
Okay. You like baseball?
Yeah,
To
I
watch
like it.
baseball? Okay. Where you live? What are you close to the San Francisco? Where's your town? What part of California is it in?
We live in Lincoln, California. It's near Sacramento.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Yeah.
yeah. So I'd say we live about like 2 hours from San Francisco.
Okay. All
3 hours.
right. So, do you have a favorite professional race car driver?
Yes, Kaylee Bryson. I love.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. She's a great role model and she's a great driver for sure.
Yes, she is.
How about a favorite holiday?
Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of holidays. Think maybe like probably Easter. I really like Easter.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you have a favorite TV or streaming show that you watch?
I don't have a favorite now.
No? Okay. What's your favorite thing to celebrate?
Um, Probably I like celebrating people's birthday. Like my little brother's birthday, I'll always make his cake. Um, so I
That's
think
a good thing.
I love celebrating birthdays.
Okay. And the last one is, as a little girl, littler than you are now, did you play with cars or dolls?
I played with both. I played with dirt bikes when I was like little, like 3 years old. And when I was like 4 and 5, I like played with Barbies, and I always played with baby dolls.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I had a
So I
combination.
want to know about your shirt. It says Spring Challenge. Was that a race that you were in?
It was. We
Okay.
had it a couple weeks ago.
So how did you do at that race?
I broke.
You what?
I broke.
Oh, your car broke. Well, darn. That happens, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
the race that you won, where were you when you won that race? What track?
I was at Cycling Speedway.
Okay. And was it a close race? Did you lead from the beginning? Did you have to pass a lot of cars? What did you have to do to win that race?
I led from the drop of the green flag. We had 2 yellows. I think 2. Yeah, 2 yellows. And I when the second yellow came out, I was like, let's see what's going on. And then I went to the bottom to protect my inside, and then I came and ripped the lip after that.
There you go. So that was pretty exciting, wasn't it, to have that first win?
It was super exciting. I was so excited. I was smiling from ear to ear. I can't even explain how excited I was.
I'm sure you were excited for sure. Yeah. So I don't have any other questions for you. You answered so good and so quickly. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that we should talk about Riley?
I'm pretty sure we covered it all. It was a really great experience talking to you.
Well, I've been following you for a while, and I knew you were a fun kid. I could tell that by things that I followed, but you're way more fun to talk to in person than I expected. So thank you for making me smile and making me have a happy day, because it was so fun to talk to you, Riley, for sure. Now, do you ever come to the Midwest to race?
Not really, no.
No, not really. Maybe when you start racing bigger cars. And if I
Maybe,
get to
yeah.
California, then maybe I can come and watch you race. That's my goal. Or maybe we could meet at the Chili Bowl. That would be fun too.
Yeah, if I find out we're going, I'll let you know.
Absolutely. Let me know for sure. So, is your mom still there?
Yes, she is.
Ask her if there's anything that we should have talked about that I didn't ask you.
I don't think so. I think you guys covered everything.
Okay. Well, Mom, I hope you have a lot of energy to keep up with Riley, because I think she probably takes a lot of energy, but I've so enjoyed talking with you today, Riley. And, one thing that I tell a lot of the guests that I have is that the Women's Motorsports Network is an organization of family. The people that we interview, the people we interview in the magazine and that we talk to become part of our family. And so I just want to tell you, welcome to the family, and thank you for being on my podcast today.
Thank you for having me. It was a really great time today talking to you. I appreciate you reaching out to us.
No problem. So hang on. I'm going to end the recording, but don't go away, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.